Good morning to my students. Welcome to Ideal Knowledge and Education World. Today we are going to discuss meeting at night, which belongs to class 11 in WBBSc board. Meeting at Night, written by Robert Browning. This is a great lyric and a beautiful piece. Before starting this poem, Meeting at Night, we must understand the title. Night symbolizes the hassles, all other negative thoughts, problems. So, meeting at night means meeting with the problems, meeting with the hassles of life. Robert Browning wrote this poem to convey a great message amongst the students that we must fight with the obstacles. We must fight with the problems to achieve our goal. We must meet the restrictions, we must meet the obstructions, and we have to fight with all other negative forces to get our ultimate goal. This is Meeting at Night. Meeting at Night is a perfect lyric. What is lyric, you know? The lyric is a short poem entuned with the rhyme, and of course it conveys a great message. So the main and ultimate message of this poem is fight with the hassles to get your goal. You are reading in class 11. There are so many problems in front of you. If you face with that problems with a great courage, audacity, then you can score a good result in final examination. So Meeting at Night is a great lyric with a great message. And Robert Browning always tried to write on love because he believed that love is the main force. Robert Browning believed love can change radically. It is a force. So, Meeting at Night is a love poem, but he has beautifully interpreted, he has beautifully explained this great message with the inclination, with the intonation, and with the instrument of love. Robert Browning loved Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Elizabeth Barrett Browning was also a great poetess, and he loved Elizabeth Barrett Browning. But their love was not permitted by the society, because the contemporary society could not agree with this illicit love, and that's why Robert Browning met Elizabeth Barrett Browning secretly. It was a clandestine relationship between Robert Browning and Elizabeth Barrett Browning. Why? Because Robert Browning could not meet Elizabeth Barrett Browning publicly because the people treated them with a jaundiced eye. So this poem has an autobiographical element. Now let's see the poem and we will try to discuss each and every phrases to ooze out the main gist of the poem. The poem is started with the color images, the grey sea and the long black land. Why is the sea grey? The poet has used the sea as grey, the land as black, the moon is half and yellow, and it also large and low. Why? Why are the color images introduced at the beginning of the poem? The critics say the sea is grey because the sea has also an empathetic mind to be with Robert Browning's situation, solitary condition. Robert Browning is suffering from pangs. Robert Browning is suffering from mental agony because he is dissociated from his beloved for long days. So, Robert Browning has used sea as grey because sea is also sympathetic, empathetic to the poet. The sea is also sorry. The sea is also suffering from mental agony for the solitary condition of the Robert Browning. Because the word grey symbolizes the decline, the paleness. And the next line, the poet says the land is black. Long black land. This particular phrase we must understand. The long black land. The land is black. It may be that the poet's voyage to meet with his beloved is at night, and that's why everything is night and black. But we may interpret it in the broadest sense. From the cradle to the grave, from the birth to the death, there is a great journey. And this is not a peaceful journey, it is a perilous journey. We must cross this arduous path to achieve the ultimate goal, death. So this long black land we must terminate to get our ultimate goal, to get the heaven after death. When the poet started his journey, the moon was half, as if the moon was fluctuating its size. The moon is half because it is the moon is half and half is missing. That means the moon is also suffering from pain as Robert Browning, because the moon is half, something is missing in the chest of the moon, and that's why it is half. So in such an environment, Robert Browning started his journey at night. The startled little waves, this particular phrase startled, indicates that the journey is not so easy. It is a stormy journey. The sea is stormy. The journey is too much tough because the waves leap up. The waves were trying to obstruct the path of the poet. In such a fiery ringlets, the waves as if were waking up from their sleep, and the startled little waves that leap in fiery ringlets from their sleep. The word ringlets, it is an image. The poet had used a beautiful image. When a beautiful lady, a beautiful young lady, wakes up in the morning, her hair becomes up-heveled, uncombed. She becomes restless. The comparison is that as if the sea had woke up from its sleep and it becomes restless. The sea is stormy. Overcoming this stormy sea, the poets cross this cave. Cave means bay. The poet crosses this cave with pushing prow. The pointed part of the boat is pushed up by the poet with words. দাঁড় দিয়ে তিনি ঠেলে ঠেলে নৌকাটিকে নিয়ে আগেই যাচ্ছেন, and crosses the sea, and ultimately he reduces the speed of the boat and gets down on the sea beach. But after crossing this beach, the poet could not see his ultimate goal, because yet to be crossed a mile of warm sea-scented beach. The beach is sea-scented. The warm waves of the sea emerge the beach, and there is a salty smell the poet gets on the beach. And there is also 3 fields to cross. Robert Browning had to cross again 3 fields to get a farmhouse, which is the ultimate destination of the poet, where his beloved awaits him. When Robert Browning reached the farmhouse, he taps at the window pane. Robert Browning made a slight hit on the window pane. Why? Now, it was this sound on the window pane, this slight hit on the window pane is the indication that the poet has come, and it is the indication as a signal which can express to the beloved that Robert Browning has reached already. And the same moment, Elizabeth Barrett Browning, in the broadest sense, Elizabeth Barrett Browning responds with a slight match, with a slight light, as if she has also understood that her long-awaited lover has reached already behind the farmhouse. And at that moment, nobody could utter the single and simple word. Their hearts are beating as if nothing can be comparable to this heart beating. Why? The poet had much to say, the beloved had much to say, but they could not express verbally their heart beats, because they have already got their ultimate goal. The lover has got the beloved has got the lover. This is the prophet. Now see that Robert Browning could not easily get his goal. He has crossed the sea which is stormy. He has reached a beach and he has crossed the 3 fields at night. So this is a great illustration. This is a great example to us that we must fight with these all obstacles to get our ultimate goal. For your convenience, I am trying to sketch this poem on board. Meeting at night. If I sketch out the poem on board, it is just like this. This is a sea, and this sea is not just the natural sea. It is the sea, but it is a stormy sea, and on the bank lover awaits, and here is beloved. Lover on the another bank and the beloved on the another bank of the river or sea, on the another bank of the sea, and the sea is stormy, of course. So the stormy sea, it symbolizes the hassles of life, the problems of life. The lover crosses this sea to get the beloved. So here lover is the man who is aspirer, and the beloved is the goal whom the lover wants to get. So the lover has to cross this stormy sea to get his ultimate goal, beloved. So if any student say that I have no goal, then I must say that from the birth to death, everybody should have the goal. Who has no goal, he is aspirer for the heaven. So if he does not perform on earth honestly, he will not get goal, that is heaven. And you know, on this world, if nobody can get their ultimate goal, if he does not face with the problems on life. So this is a great message that everyone has to cross the problems of life to get the goal. This is the ultimate message I am trying to sketch out on board. Thank you.